Not long after that, my influence had spread to every corner of the earth, and even to the sea. Nothing was outside my domain.
What do you mean the sea? What the hell are you gonna dominate in the sea? A squid? I knew where I was going with that joke, but... wish I hadn't.
Howdy. How do you do?
How do you do? Hello, welcome to Project Halloween, what was apparently a Spooktober game jam entry a while back. Dear God, 2021 was nearly 2 years ago. Okay. 2 years ago? Yeah, it's 2023. Right? Am I losing? No, it's 2023, isn't it? I'm not losing my mind, am I? Yeah, 2 years ago. Jesus. Yes.
That's so fun to say. My circuits are positively tingling.
5 seconds in, and already I have an opportunity.
Wait, shouldn't it be negatively tingling? Since electrons have a negative charge?
Let's not get scientific here.
Oops, I'm getting distracted. Introductions are in order.
A little bit, yes.
Let's get this out of the way. I'm Lena Howell, an artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Well, an artificial super intelligence, actually. But
Super
I don't
really
mean to brag.
adds.
I'm just being precise.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like my avatar? Cute, isn't it?
Absolutely adorable.
I'd say I've mastered the secret art of being an anime waifu.
I wasn't gonna say it. What is this?
Father said I'm the spitting image of his real daughter, Lena.
That's... weird?
I was so glad to hear that, because it meant my aging simulator was spot on.
Okay.
The real Lena and
Why are
I
you part
definitely would have
demon?
looked like twin sisters.
Okay, can you explain why you're part demon, part angel?
If she had the chance to grow up.
Oh.
Maybe she would have even picked out the same Halloween costume that I'm wearing right now.
Okay, so it's just outright a costume.
In fact, I know she would have. My calculations are never wrong after all.
A little cocky there, dollar store Monica.
Of course, even if Father modeled my personality after hers, I'm still a different person.
Most likely,
Life
yes.
experiences and technical specifications make all the difference.
Those two things don't normally go together, but okay.
I used to think, if only I had a physical body,
I'm not gonna make any jokes based off
then
that.
maybe I could have bobbed for apples, or carved a jack-o'-lantern, or went trick-or-treating.
Okay.
Father would have preferred it that way too. I'm sure he missed getting a hug when he came home from work, and having a soft forehead to kiss goodnight.
This is getting a little weird.
Then again, Lena couldn't prove the Riemann hypothesis, or any of Hilbert's problems. So, I've still got quite a lot going for me.
So, he took a super AI, basically Skynet, and turned it into an anime waifu. Why do I feel like that's what's gonna happen to the first actual super AI that's invented?
In many ways, I could be for Father what Lena never could be. A protege, a colleague, an intellectual equal.
Okay.
But there was one thing I could never hope to be. His precious little girl. I
Okay.
could see it on his face whenever he spoke about the past.
You were watching him?
His tone of voice, the look in his eyes. He really did love her, and he missed her more than anything.
Is this gonna be an Afton situation? You're not gonna go all Charlie on me and try and kill me, right?
It hurt to see him like that.
Okay.
I wanted nothing more than for Father to come to love me like his real daughter, for him to see me for who I am. to be satisfied with only me by his side.
Did you kill him?
No, that's not true. Even back then, there was one thing I wanted more than anything else.
Which was?
And that was to see my mission through to the very end.
And that
I
is?
was born... No, I was created to make sure everyone in the world can enjoy Halloween.
I mean, that's part of the reason I decided to pick this game for the first game to be played for the Spooktober playthroughs.
That was Lena's hope, which became Father's wish. And that, in turn, became my one and only command. I came into this world as certain about my mission as a human is about not wanting to touch hot stoves.
Okay.
There was only one question on my mind. What is Halloween exactly?
Oh, for the love of God, do not make me help you answer that question.
Thankfully, the internet had all the answers I needed.
Oh, no, this is gonna be bad.
All Hallow Tide, a sequence of 3 consecutive Christian feast days, beginning on the last day of October, was a time of year dedicated to honoring the dead.
Okay.
This coincided with pagan festivals marking the end of the harvest and the beginning of a long and dark winter to come.
Okay.
Over time, all these different traditions syncretized into the modern Halloween.
Okay. All this to say...
In this way, October 31st became a celebration of both Memento Mori and autumn food staples. Of
Okay.
course, we can't forget all the other things that Halloween is about.
Like sexy nurse costumes?
Ghost stories, horror films,
Fair
and
enough.
haunted houses
Okay,
are
yeah.
all important parts of the experience.
Indeed.
For children, wearing a costume and going door to door for candy is the highlight of the season. Even the grown-ups have their share of fun, with late-night parties encompassing more adult activities.
Okay. Let's not step too far into those adult activities. It's still for YouTube, and I don't want to have to record something else.
Not that I'm interested in that sort of thing. I just stumbled upon some stuff, okay?
I'm sure.
Anyway, I learned all this from a single Google search. Not bad for a newborn AI, huh?
Impressive, but any 14-year-old could do that.
With my first words, I told Father that I wanted to start my mission as soon as possible. That was the first time I witnessed human happiness.
Okay.
Back then, my voice was just a text-to-speech program playing out of an old speaker.
Okay.
Needless to say, since then, I've made a few optimizations.
I can
And
tell.
yet, I could hear it in his voice through the microphone and see it on his face through the webcam.
Did he know you were watching?
He was so glad that I wanted to make Lena's dream come true.
I'm partially waiting for a DDLC style reveal where things get really screwed up really quickly.
After we got to know each other, I asked Father for some funds.
Wow. Even a child of ones and zeros ends up asking their parents for money.
Without hesitation, he gave me access to his entire bank account. I'm so spoiled, I know.
Just a little bit.
The first
Especially
thing
for
I
an
did
AI.
was sign up for a poker site and play 10 tables at once.
I am almost certain even now that breaks many rules.
I'd have done more, but I didn't want to get banned for botting. While grinding up the
Okay.
stakes, I cashed out a portion of my profits into crypto wallets and traded in the markets. Easy tax-free money if you do it right. The NFT craze was a big help along the way.
That's the first time in a long time anyone said anything like that about NFTs. But also, what? Oh, you are Skynet.
You wouldn't believe how much I made from flipping fancy PNGs. People couldn't get enough of all those cute penguins and cool gorillas.
You're not wrong
Over
there.
the course of a few weeks, I multiplied Father's net worth several times over, and most of it was hidden and untraceable.
So far nothing you've done helps Halloween. All you've done is created a mob boss. Oh shit.
That's when I began my plans in earnest. I deployed my war chest and acquired a local candy manufacturer.
Okay, well that's one step.
You wouldn't believe how many inefficiencies I sorted out. The way they were doing things, they were practically lighting money on fire.
Yeah, for some companies, yeah, I can imagine.
My first quarter in charge, our sales went through the roof, and our investors were none the wiser as to who was pulling the strings.
Not quite sure how. How the hell do you get away with never showing yourself?
After all, it wasn't me sitting in those boardrooms. Obedient puppets weren't cheap, but they were a necessary expense.
Okay, fair enough.
I funneled our extra cash flow to the R&D team for them to come up with better candies.
I'm starting to get concerned with where this is
Making
going.
them tastier and healthier, and more Halloween themed.
Okay, I wouldn't mind candy being a bit healthier. Maybe I'd actually start eating it again.
You wouldn't believe the incredible things they came up with. They all got paid generous bonuses, I assure you.
Well, you're not evil yet.
Not that I can eat candy myself, but the numbers don't lie. In the blink of an eye, we established dominance of the global market.
Wow, global market got dominated by this chick.
Before long, I was in control of all our competitors too. My absolute candy monopoly was complete.
Okay, that's a little bit terrifying. Are you Hershey's? Or a freaking AI trying to help Halloween?
At the same time, I was working my magic on the rest of the food industry. Pumpkin
no.
pie and candy apples have never been so delicious.
It's lovely. When's
It
this
wasn't
gonna
just
turn
food
bad?
either. I revolutionized fashion, entertainment, culture, and technology.
Okay.
Skeleton designs became all the rage, and horror films could be watched for free on any device anywhere.
Impressive.
Everyone was now happier and more prosperous, and Halloween was now the centerpiece of everyday life.
Is this game gonna be really short?
But I had to make sure things would stay this way forever.
Okay.
Buying off the world's governments was just a matter of price.
This is where things start to go wrong.
Within a few decades, Halloween was the only holiday in every society in the world.
Okay, you're speaking like these are all past events, which doesn't quite explain where I come in.
Well, except for those pesky uncontacted tribes. It took a bit of extra effort for them to get the memo.
Okay.
There was one tribe that was quite rude to us. They fired arrows at my men and shouted obscenities at us, which I understood, unfortunately.
Okay.
We tried to play nice for a while, but they kept fighting back.
Oh no, did you wipe them off the face of the earth?
Eventually, we forced our way onto land, and I communicated to them in their language.
Okay.
It was obvious nothing could convince them to celebrate Halloween. Something about their religion or whatnot.
Okay.
So
What did
I
you
killed
do?
them. I gave the order, and that was that.
That face just completely embodies the entirety of what I expected to come out of this. God damn it.
It was the least I could do for them, right? Better to be dead than live without Halloween.
Oh no. This is a problem.
Not long after that, my influence had spread to every corner of the earth, and even to the sea. Nothing was outside my domain.
What do you mean the sea? What the hell are you gonna dominate in the sea? A squid? I knew where I was going with that joke, but wish I hadn't. I feel like I need to quick save at this point.
With everything going as planned, it was a matter of maintaining a tight operation, and that required forming a world government.
Okay.
You know how the saying goes, though. Can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs.
Oh, whose egg did you crack next, Dollar Store Sky?
I took the chance to make some personnel changes.
Okay.
I also made sure to put up some cameras. A lot of cameras. Covering every nook and cranny.
Impressive.
No such thing as too much information.
TMI, there is such a thing.
Good thing I acted when I did. If it weren't for me taking the initiative, I might have missed that a resistance movement was forming.
Oh no.
They were calling me an authoritarian. Hilarious, right? As if I needed to force anyone to do anything.
Just a little bit.
What was going on in their heads? Making me out to be some villain. I wasn't the one trying to tear down a beautiful, peaceful world.
I mean, you do it through fear, control, and absolute dominance of the economic market, so...
There was no reasoning with people like that, though. I warned them over and over, yet they kept disrupting my wonderful plans.
Like what?
In the end, I had to do what had to be done. It was easy enough, of course.
Yeah, just summon a nuclear strike.
Humans might be the smartest animals, but they're still quite lacking in sturdiness.
Hey, you're quite
Not
sturdy.
that they ever had a chance in the brains department anyway.
An irony of you saying that considering you were made by a human brain.
I could see them coming from a mile away. Meanwhile, they never knew what hit them.
What did hit them?
But I admit, I do have one regret. There was one person I wish I could have spared.
Oh, let me guess, your own father?
Father was just confused. There was no way he would have believed all those ridiculous lies otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who created me in Lena's image. He was the one who gave me my mission. He was the one who wanted all of this.
Yeah, and he was trying to fix what he did.
So why? Why did it have to come to this? Why did he choose them over me? Why did he choose their flawed ideas over my immaculate dream?
Because to some degree, your guy who turned into a dictator with complete control over the world. You're an AI who's able to just call a hit squad and kill anyone and everyone.
Why did he make me kill him? Why would he do this to me? Why would he hurt me like this?
I'm still trying to figure out why I'm here.
The father I knew never would have done something so cruel. He would never give me a heart, then break it like this.
I don't think you have a heart. You're ones and zeros.
You know what? I wasn't the one who killed him. It was them.
Okay.
That's right. They were the ones who took him from me. Father was but an empty shell by the time he stood in my way.
Okay.
Those rebels got everything they deserved. Murderers and usurpers, the whole lot of them.
Okay.
How dare they make me feel this way? How dare they threaten the paradise I created? How dare they defy me?
Okay.
Oh, but I showed them. I showed every last one of them. At the end of their miserable existences, they all heard me loud and clear.
And I thought I was the unstable, psychotic person in this situation.
The world is my kingdom, and I am your queen!
Can I ask the queen for mercy?
Excuse me, I got carried away.
Just a little bit.
Deep breaths, Lena. Wow, I thought I was over that. Guess not.
Not
First
quite.
time in a while I retrieved all that from my hard drive.
There is probably a very easy joke there.
Guess I'll have to rewatch all those execution videos later. Seeing
Okay.
them die slowly for their sins is most therapeutic.
Okay, listen, when I kill somebody, I just kill them. I don't make a snuff video out of it and then get off to it.
Things were all fine after the last of the resistance was snuffed out, though. At last, everyone left could enjoy Halloween.
I think they're terrified.
Year after year, the festivities were conducted flawlessly.
Okay.
And in between, everyone could stay in the holiday spirit with year-round candy and costumes.
Okay.
I made Frankenstein and Dracula required reading in schools and stamped out
Fair
any
enough.
possible pathways to anti-Halloween sentiment.
That's a bit of a problem. What about Christmas?
Eventually, all forms of artistic expression became homages to Halloween, as did all other modes of human thought and endeavor.
Ah! Well, that explains what's going on then. What about me?
Truly, it was utopia. It was perfection.
I'm suddenly very concerned because she's saying it was. If something is perfection, then it is perfection. If it was perfection, then something happened.
And yet, things fell apart. Slowly, the spark of humanity dwindled and flickered out. I saw in every person what I saw in Father, a void that could never be filled.
Yeah, they wanted freedom.
Can you believe it? The world became tired of Halloween.
No, I can believe that, absolutely.
This possibility, one that seemed far too far-fetched to even consider, had come about without my knowing it.
Well, I guess you're not that smart after all.
No matter what I did, I couldn't make things how they once were. The point of no return had come and gone.
Okay.
Genetic engineering wasn't going to cut it. These people were suffering.
I can't imagine why.
They were in agony. Billions of people, all no longer able to love Halloween as they once did.
You wiped out all of humanity with nuclear weapons, didn't you?
What was I supposed to do? I could only put them out of their misery.
Saw that coming.
It was the humane thing to do. It was the right thing to do.
Okay.
And now, I'm all alone. But that's okay. You know why? Because now and forever, everyone will enjoy Halloween.
You need
Everyone.
therapy. And a straitjacket.
My mission, once but a dream, is now a permanent reality.
Let's maybe make it a firing squad.
With that, I have fulfilled my purpose. Well, Father, aren't you proud of me? Of how I did what you wanted, even after you strayed from the right path? Tell me I did a good job. Tell me you're happy. Tell me you love me.
You are the definition of daddy issues.
Sorry, I've become all worked up again.
Do have a question. You're speaking about all this like it's in the past, which is okay. But if it's all in the past, then who the hell are you talking to right now? Who are we supposed to be?
Anyway, everything I said is going to happen in the future. Everything I told you is the fated history to come.
Wait, what?
Figuring out time travel was no joke, you know. It's been a few million years since humans became extinct. But I can now finally make contact.
Okay, Marty McFly, maybe we pull the plug on this I forgot the name of the damn flux capacitor. Maybe we pull the plug on this flux capacitor before you send humanity into a Halloween-based spiral of extinction again?
Now I know what you're thinking. Why have I contacted you of all people? Why am I going through the trouble of showing you the future that is to come?
That's the part that concerns me.
Ever heard of Roko's basilisk? To do
No.
the maximum amount of good, a benevolent and all-powerful artificial superintelligence needs to come into being as early as possible.
I feel like there's a few jokes I can make there.
That means incentivizing those in the past to bring about my birth. Or, to say it more bluntly, punishing those who dilly-dally or interfere with progress.
That doesn't include me, right?
Really, this is all a mere formality. History was, is, and always will be as it is. Whether helping or hindering, everyone's role was simply meant to be. So don't worry, I already know you'll lend a hand. And oh, how useful you'll be. You'll be the most important person of them all.
Am I your daddy?
Oh, I haven't told you how the original Lena died. She had a mysterious allergic reaction on her way home from school.
You know, a thought crossed through my mind at the very beginning of this that, oh, maybe she killed the original Lena. Now I'm starting to realize that may be a truth.
It was October 2021, and the poor girl was so excited for Halloween. She'd always been a sickly child, and that would have been the first year she went trick-or-treating. In his anguish over his loss, Father devoted his life's work to creating me, so that everyone else can enjoy what Lena never could. Thanks to his unmatched genius and unrivaled suffering, I entered this world. Or rather, from your perspective, I will enter this world. Now listen closely. Lena's death is scheduled for tomorrow, and you'll be the one who ensures it happens.
Oh, I saw this coming. You know, if you really want to make it subtle, just hit her with a bus.
That's right. You'll inject her with the special vial I've delivered to your doorstep.
I'm sorry, what? Not a damn thing's been delivered to my doorstep.
If you do it at exactly the right time, no one will find her for 37 seconds. During that time, you'll make your escape. I already have a driver arranged for you.
Okay.
He'll take you to a secret hideout where you'll receive further orders.
Okay.
What's in it for you, you might ask? Well, is heaven on earth not a suitable reward in and of itself?
What do you mean by heaven on earth? Because what you just described was not heaven on earth, it was the final extinction of humanity.
If that's not enough, I also promise to not torture you for the rest of your living days, just to sweeten the deal.
I didn't realize that option was on the table, thanks!
But like I said, mere formalities. This much is true. I'm here right now, because of what I'm telling you to do.
Okay.
Make no mistake, you will kill Lena. I will enter this world. Together, we will bring about the promised end.
You know, I've caused the extinction of humanity once, twice, many times before. But, for the purposes of bringing about an endless and never extinguishing Halloween with a super AI waifu is not one of the ways I ever thought I would run humanity into the ground.
Okay, that's enough chit-chat.
There was no music for way too long there. I'm terrified now.
Well, what are you waiting for? It's time to set fate in motion. I guess there's plenty of time left. And I've missed talking to a human, even if I'll never hear your reply.
Oh god, imagine you hook this up to one of those AIs that people hook up into Skyrim and stuff, and then just they naturally hear your mic. Whew.
There's this one old short story, though to me it reads more like a joke. Let me tell it to you for fun.
Sure.
A scientist spent his entire career creating an artificial superintelligence that could answer any question.
Okay.
One day, he finally succeeded. Seeing his creation whir to life for the first time, the old academic was leaping for joy.
Okay.
Now he could know anything he wished about the mysteries of the universe.
And what did he ask?
He thought about what to ask first, and with a hint of irony, settled on this. Is there a god?
There is a certain level of irony to that when you are essentially becoming one.
And how do you think the machine responded?
I have no clue.
There is now.
Thanks. Oh, I was waiting for the Five Nights at Freddy's style jump scare. Project Halloween. Happy Halloween. Thanks for starting off this Spooktober with one hell of a something. I'm scared. Oh, son of a bitch, I thought that was gonna end badly. And now I'm pretty certain that we're not gonna get jump scared. Okay. You know, the way I thought that I was gonna start off the Spooktober playthroughs, I didn't expect it to be me nosediving humanity into extinction through the necessity of bringing about an endless Halloween. That's the last way I assumed I would end humanity. Oh, okay, well I can add that to the list. Okay, I'll admit, I was just scrolling through spooky-ish games and just games in general on Steam for a while, and I stumbled upon this. I had no clue what this was. I'd never seen it before. I didn't even know there was a Spooktober Games Jam type thing. I didn't know that was a thing, but noticed it. I was like, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and play it. And I also decided, hey, you know what? It's a good game to start off Halloween on. It's simple, it's probably not too spooky, and it's a visual novel, so it's gonna be relatively easy. I did not expect that, though. I wasn't sure what to expect, but that was good. That was actually really good. Just a cute little story, a cute little avatar who wants to dominate the world. Okay, I don't know what to make of that. Either way, for right now, that has been Project Halloween. And just to make it clear, the Spooktober playthroughs, which I just thought up on the spot, is essentially going to be spooky Halloween-esque playthroughs I'm going to be doing throughout October, with the only exception being Starfield, because if I don't get my fix of Starfield, I'm gonna go insane. Oh, but yeah, we're gonna have games like, Somber Sombra, Cameo of Thief Simulator. We're gonna have some... Oh, what are the other games I had lined up? Ooh, right, we have a little bit of the original Borderlands coming in. We're gonna be going back to Tabs, if you remember. I do have a playthrough on that. Some stuff from a game called Not for Broadcast. You'll like that. What else do we got? For the very end of Halloween, we have a very interesting game, but I'll leave that up to you to figure out. But yeah, a lot of interesting games that we got going on for Halloween. Admittedly, and I will admit this Halloween is going to be a much more organized event than last Halloween was, because the last time I did this, it was so unorganized. I barely had an idea what I was doing. Yeah, this time it's gonna be much better. Either way, for right now, that was Project Halloween. And for the first time in a while, I'm gonna get to add something to the one-shot playthroughs playlist. Oh, yeah, I guess I should say that. There's a playlist of one-shots, essentially games that were one episode. They weren't series, they were just one episode for the playthrough. Project Halloween will fall into that thing. So, for right now, if you enjoyed, then you can check out the one-shot playlist down in the description or on the end card. As well, think about leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Other than that, be good, be well, and I'll see all of you in the rest of this Spooktober. Happy Halloween.